the devastating effects of a tsunami in Japan.
Boy Band Blue take a big part in the Eurovision contest.
And many other gripping stories. Stay tuned.
Here's Jane in Japan.
Jane Napier, Tokyo, 25th of March 2011. As the horrifying ordeal continues in Japan, the lives of many more people may be lost. Japan has now raised an alert regarding the nuclear plant explosion that they believe will happen soon. The head of the UN's nuclear watchdog warned the people in Tokyo that the battle to stabilise the nuclear plant is a race against the clock. The crisis has been caused by last week a 9.0 magnitude quake and tsunami. This shocking and terrifying news has caused many people to evacuate cities and towns in Japan. After the earthquake and tsunami took place, it left many people homeless and distraught. For the many people who stayed in Japan, it's just getting worse, as overnight there has been heavy snowfall, reaching alarmingly cold temperatures. On the 18th of March, people across the nation bowed their heads in remembrance of the lives that have been lost over the past few weeks. Japan are now unable to deal with these consequences alone, as said by the head of the International Atomic Energy Agency. This is not something that just Japan should deal with, and people in the entire world should cooperate with Japan and the people in the disaster areas too. Future events will be confirmed and reported over the next few weeks, and let's hope that people in Japan survive these terrible events. Back to Jenny in the studio with Anya.
Thank you, Jane from Japan.
Blue is representing the UK in the singing competition.
Here's Jane with more.
This year, as 43 countries take to the stage to compete in the popular singing contest, Eurovision, which is being held in Germany. Competitors were drawn on the big country names of France, Germany, Italy, Spain and the United Kingdom. This year, Judith Rakers is hosting the show, along with her co-host Sabrine Hench. The countries have been chosen and there will be 2 semi-finals taking place within the next upcoming weeks. The competition will take place on May 2011. The 5 major countries that have been drawn are automatic finalists, and the rest will sing for their country in order to join them finalists. Pop Superstars Blue will represent the UK. For the first time in many years, the UK will send an established, internationally successful group who will celebrate their 10-year anniversary this year. They will travel to the competition live show in Dusseldorf this May to perform their brand new self-written song, I Can, in front of an estimated 125 million viewers worldwide. Let's hope we do a little better than previous years. Now back to Anya and Jenny in the studio.
Thank you, Jane. Let's hope we do better. Here's Jenny with the national news.
Now for today's national news. The official London 2012 Olympic clock was unveiled in Trafalgar Square on the 17th of March as tickets went on sale. However, just a few hours later, the clock suddenly stopped. It caused great embarrassment for the organisers. The clock was the centrepiece of the celebrations to mark 500 days to go until the anticipated 2012 Olympics to be held in London. Officials from Omega investigated the technical fault and later fixed it. It is now running smoothly and hopefully will be for another 500 days. Here is the official from the Olympics. How did the company feel when they found out the clock had failed?
Well, we all felt extremely embarrassed but wanted to get to the root of the problem as quickly as we could.
So what was the problem with the clock?
We found out that it was a loose connection between the wires. We have now tightened the connection so it won't happen again.
Thank you for your time. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Jenny, for that gripping story. Now for the second part of the news.
Jobless claims unexpectedly fell in February by the most in 8 months, adding signs that the economy is hopefully recovering after the big winter freeze. The number of unemployment benefits have dropped by 10,200, a dramatic decrease.
Here's Jane on Kate and Will's story.
Thank you. The royal wedding has caused a problem in some streets in the United Kingdom. The bride and groom, William and Kate, have decided they want a street party and rent a street to celebrate their wedding. However, the area they wish to take place aren't willing to give up their street for the royals, and they are currently looking for new streets in a new area. 11 streets in the Wirral have pledged for the celebration in their street. Both Will and Kate are still looking and hope to find a rent street. Back to Jenny in the studio.
Thank you, Jane. Here is Anya with the sport.
Thank you. Manchester United are ready to sign teenage Chilean striker Angelo Henriquez for £3 million. Boss Sir Alex Ferguson has teed up the deal for the 16-year-old South American sensation who was soon signed for the Red Devils. This is piping rivals from around the globe. The young striker has already been to Manchester United for training, but now an agency called Working for the Club has agreed terms. United are using the same Brazilian firm who brought Rafael and Fabio da Silva to the football team. The youngster who plays for Universidad de Chile is starring in the South American Under-17 Championship. Let's hope he does well in his career. Now West Yorkshire Rugby League has announced it is leaving its ground in a £50 million deal that will see the land become a supermarket. Castleford Tigers Rugby League Club is preparing to move to a 20-acre plot at Glasgow and has agreed a deal to sell its current Weldon Road home. Officials said while land prices were not at their highest, this was a good deal for the club. Now the cash will be used to fund a move to a new stadium by 2013. Now to Sophie for the weather.
In the rest of the country, it is a very pleasant day. In Dublin, it is slightly cloudy with a hint of sunshine, also the same in Aberdeen, Scotland, and Plymouth. Everywhere else, it is nice, mild and sunny. And now for today's local weather. As you can see, it is cloudy and raining at the moment. Hopefully, this will dry off so we can all have a pleasant afternoon.
Now for Jane with the local news.
Police have released an image of a man they want to speak to in connection with the murder of a man who was shot in Liverpool last month. Baham Faraji, 44, stepped foot outside the local pub with his close friends when he was shot in the head on the 24th of February. Merseyside police have found a young man they believe killed Baham, and they are very keen to trace him and able to question him. Police have also put up information boards and photos, so if anybody sees them, they can contact them with any information they have. People who were thought to have committed the murder have now been released out of jail on bail, and now police are on a new search for the murderer.
A recent change to the school canteen menu at Royal Grammar School for Girls is causing mixed opinions among pupils. The new menu is advertised as much healthier to the previous one, with prices seeming lower and more meal deals. It is attracting a wider proportion of the school's population to eat the school food rather than bringing a packed lunch from home. A wider choice of meals is now offered in the canteen, and consequently less of each dish is being served. This is angering pupils as their favourite dishes are running out before they have a chance to get them. Curry used to be a daily favourite amongst students as it contained a healthy proportion of the fibre a day and was well balanced with protein and carbohydrates. It has been removed from the new menu and is causing some debate among consumers. Why did you like the curry in the school canteen?
Because it was a very healthy option and it had lots of balanced foods in it and it was very tasty.
What do you now eat in the canteen?
I have pizza every day except for Friday, which is chip day.
Do you think this is causing a major imbalance to your diet and consequently your health?
I do indeed.
Why?